You're in your home and you're doing videos in your rooms and mirrors and people are seeing what's behind you and seeing the stuff you have. It's basically online shopping for criminals. And you're going on vacation. Look, we just got to Cuba. The whole family's here. You're announcing to everybody you know that your home is empty.
Definitely know your home. Walk through your home with a new lens. Think about it. If I apply pressure to this door, how easy am I going to kick in that door? They're looking for easy homes, easy targets. They're not going to go to the guy's house on the street there that looks like, he's got a castle, he's got a moat there, right? They're going to go, oh, look, that guy has no lighting. That guy has easy weak points. I'm going to pick that house.
Everybody is always, it'll never happen to me. Ask yourself, go home, look at your family, look at whoever's behind that door. If you're on your own and you got a dog, a cat, you got a fish, I don't care. Don't say it'll never happen. Just ask yourself, what if it does?
The Break Talk, we're taking it to another level. Better get ready with your host, Adam and Loretto. The dopest show that you ever heard, ever seen. The podcast about nothing and everything. Yeah, break the break talk. Yeah, break the break talk.
So you two, so to describe to me so you're with Fortress.
Yeah, I'm the founder of Fortress One Solutions. So we deal with home fortification.
Okay.
So we make sure that no one can get into your home until help can arrive. Because over the last years, we've seen a dramatic increase in home invasions, right?
Okay.
So we're trying to help people. We believe that every Canadian should have this installed in their home to make sure they have peace of mind and they're safe, right? Because time is everything in these moments. These guys know that they can be in your house in 15 seconds and gone in minutes before police can even have time to respond. Police are doing the best they can, but also you have to be, thinking about the response time. So what is your plan? Everybody has a plan in their home when there's, a fire in the house, right? What's your emergency exit plan? Do you have a plan in the home when there's a home invasion? No. That's what we help with, right?
Yeah.
That's what we help with.
That's the thing. It's like people need to start looking at these aspects.
Yeah.
And you two work hand in hand, essentially, right?
Yeah. So myself and my partner Steve, we're the founders Home Invasion Protection. So we do public seminars, corporate events, team building. So we have Domenic, he comes in and takes care of basically the exterior, the fortification, because obviously there's more than one level when it comes to party. You've got your exterior fortification. We also have GSD twins, works with the dogs. And then my part, of course, showing now if it gets to that third level and what to do. So it's just...
Oh, so you're like last resort. You're extreme.
Yeah.
Are we filming now? Are we already going?
Yeah. We're live.
No, it's a seamless intro.
Yeah. No,
it's a
last
seamless
resort.
intro.
It's look, I teach what to do, obviously, when you get to that final, but I don't promote violence. I don't. No, I don't understand.
He does it.
No,
I know.
Promote it, avoid it at all costs.
Right.
So understand if I tell like the general person, anybody, you're not a fighter.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about being a fighter. It's not only you can be a fighter, but you're not stress test to understand what do you do if somebody's in your home, gun to your head, knife to your head, knife or gun to your son or daughter, your wife.
Yeah, it's like...
So this is understand, all fighters will tell you is your fine motor skills completely go. There's fight, flight, or freeze. Unfortunately, most people will freeze. So I really promote, what they do with the exterior and fortifying, try to avoid the situation at all costs. Second level, having the dogs as well, something prior to getting to what we have to do. Because, listen, avoidance, it's all about, I teach situational awareness. First thing I tell people, it's all mental. Like, it's just like going to a bar fight. We walked into a bar, you spill a beer on my shirt. Most people, the macho part of us, I'm going to turn around and say, grab you or yell at you and escalate it immediately. Whereas the proper thing to do is turn around, look, man, it's okay. Let me buy you a beer.
Yeah, exactly.
It costs nothing to be a good person. To buy you a beer, even though you spilled something on me, shows to my character.
Yeah.
Now, who knows? Maybe we can become friends. Maybe you're in a business some I can use, or somebody. There's nothing wrong with knowing more people and being good. We're cool guys. We go talk. We have a conversation. So I feel in life like it's all about the escalation first. I don't know what you know. As much as I'm trained, again, who knows what you know? I tell everybody, you have no idea who that person is. Maybe you're having a bad day, a bad situation. So again, I'm not about violence and I don't promote it. What I do is, if you come to me, I'm just going to show you if you get to that enforced situation where it gets to it and there's absolutely no other choice. Now I can show you at least how and what you could do to protect yourself or maybe survive. But it's all the mental aspect first. I always start with the mental aspect. because again, it takes another level to, everybody says they could do it if it were to happen. I've had people and clients and customers come in and say, if somebody walks in my home, I feel sorry for them. I said, what do you mean? What will you actually do? Have you ever been in that position? Stress test to actually see how you'll react. So again, it's absolute last resort what we get to and what we do, but definitely what he does will keep you from having to get to this part of it, which is I really recommend.
Yeah, which is a crazy, combination in a way, because it's like no one's even getting in the home, and if they do, fucking, you know what
exactly.
I mean? You'd rather not.
100%. So how me and Frank met, actually, I seen what he was doing on Instagram, seen about the home invasion seminars that he was doing, and it caught my interest. Then I met Frank, and as you can tell, you can see that he's like a stand-up guy, right? Like he tells you how it is, and that's what I like. There's a lot of people that nowadays, back in the day, a handshake meant everything, right? Where you would shake a hand and that was word is bond. But nowadays we don't see that a lot, right? And Frank's one of those guys, and that's why I liked working with Frank. And we decided to build this thing to make sure that everybody's safe. There's all lines of defense, that everything is layered, right? Everything works in tandem to make sure the home's safe, right? There's not just one thing. You can't just have a dog. You can't just know how to fight, because there's different situations, like he said, right? Like your daughter can be downstairs in the family room, right? What if he has a gun to their head? What are you going to do at that point, right? So our whole thing is awareness and education first. That's the main important thing. Like what I do with everyone is a completely free, no obligation home defense audit. It's a 60-point plan created with a friend of mine. He's a retired police officer. 50 of these points, they'll be able to do themselves. So even if you're not a customer, you now have 50 points on how to act in your home to make your home safer, right? Like I'll tell you one, for example, like most people don't know. We go into the house, garage has a window on it, right? That rope that's right there in the garage. What are these criminals doing? They're punching through the glass. They pull up that rope, lift up that garage. Now they have access to your home, right? So we want to educate and give awareness to people first. We don't care if you become a customer. We just want to make sure you have peace of mind and your home is safe. That's most important to us.
Yeah, what's important that is if you knew how to fight. Let's give you an example. It's 3 a.m. You're fast asleep. They kick that door in seconds. Within 30 seconds, you're upstairs in your bedroom. You're still just waking up. You're not prepared. So again, it's prepared. Understand, even watching fighters, sometimes they know 6 months before a fight's coming.
Sure.
They have a camp. They prepare for the opponent. And I respect all fighters. Even myself, again, when we're teaching training, but we warm up, we stretch, we jog, we do some lifting, we get our muscles ready, we get mentally prepared for it. It's a whole different thing. So what they do, for example, having a window film where you hear them smashing, hearing it, now alerting you, gives you opportunity to get up, get your family into a safe room. Myself, I would go into the safe room. I tell everybody, this kind of gives you that opportunity now to be prepared. You hear it, you know it's coming. Much bigger difference being prepared versus just coming in cold. So this is kind of where that does. Dogs, I always say, the dogs are going to bark out. So even I have 2 Chihuahuas. I have 2 little... 2
Chihuahuas?
2 Chihuahuas,
yeah.
right?
I was saying, 'cause you guys gotta see them.
I love little dogs, right? They're
Can't
little
see it.
killers. But my little dogs, like somebody's even on my driveway, they're barking out. So right away I know, or my wife will go to the front door and take a look. So I'm already alert and prepared. I could be watching a movie on the couch, dozing off. My dogs start going towards the back window. I already go out and I take a look. Now I'm alert, I'm prepared. So things like this are very, very important. It's I would say it's like saying you get in your car, you wear a seatbelt. So if you were to get just home fortification windows and doors, it's not enough. Now you have that and a dog. I still don't believe it's enough. Having that fortified, having the dogs, for example, now learning at least, and I hate using the word fighting, but to defend yourself, but being mentally prepared, your evacuation, your safe room plan, now having all that together, nothing's 100%, but you get into your car, when you put your seatbelt on and you guys drove here, do you go 200 kilometers an hour, not put your signal, just cut people off and drive recklessly? No. Because you don't say, well, I have a seatbelt, I can do whatever I want. Yeah. So you're having all levels. While you're wearing the seatbelt, you're still driving at the speed limit. You're still obeying laws, stopping at stop signs. You're still looking both ways and doing. It takes all aspects to keep safe in that vehicle. Same I say with what we do. One is not enough. One is better than none. But why not have all 3? It's going to at least, again, it's not 100%, But why not have all three of these levels to it? Avoid it first, have somebody to alert you second if it gets to level third. But this is much better where most people have 0.
Yeah. And that's
Right?
the 4 Ds, right? You know, deter, detect, delay, and defend.
I never heard that in my life.
That's the 4 Ds,
Which
right?
is-
Making
yeah.
sure that you have peace of mind on your property, right? Because I don't know if you guys seen in like February to March what's been going on in Peel at all.
No.
So there was 159 break-ins in the past 31 days, okay? In Peel alone, right? So what's happening? Canada's changing. We were talking about a little bit before. I grew up in a Canada where, you know, I was 11, 12 years old. I'd take my bike, go to the community center, play soccer with friends. So it's different. Times are changing. So we need to, you know, come up with better ways to make sure that we have peace of mind, because the
Yeah.
peace of mind is everything. Like, I got to wake up in the morning, worry about my asshole boss. I got to worry about taking my kid to hockey practice, soccer practice. Here, do I really need to worry about someone breaking into my home?
Yeah.
Right? It's
Yeah. Especially when you get home, you want to be in your that's your safe space. That's your home where your family lives and everyone's hanging out. You go turn your brain off and spend quality time. And
Well, I'm happy you said turn your brain off. So this is kind
Yeah.
of what I was saying about being
Right.
situational
Yeah.
aware. You walk through that door, you think you're safe. What happens? Same way you go into bed and you tuck those covers up and you're in and you feel safe.
Yeah.
It's like being in your mother's womb.
yeah, it's true.
It is what it
My
is.
bed's
So
my safe place.
when you're wrapped in the bed and you're snuggled in your blanket,
Yeah.
the reason you do that, it mimics being a child in that safe place. So again, this is my point. You're not in that state of mind for fight or to protect or for something to happen. And exactly what you said. Most people go into home and expect it's now a safe place. So they're not expecting anything to happen.
right.
So this is kind of where we want to, you know, with all levels, and what we do is at our seminars, the reason I put these together, the reason Steve and I, my partner, we came up with these. So when I have private students, they've been asking. I do a lot of private teaching, and a lot of them have been coming up to me lately asking about the home invasion. What would we do? What do we do? A lot of people in our community have come to me and asked because they know I can fight. So they're asking, you know, their ideas and thoughts. When I thought about it, it's very taboo to show a gun disarm or a knife disarm. Just till recently, I never would post videos of me doing it because it just feels like a touchy taboo. Even when you talk about home invasion, people are even yourselves thinking about somebody coming to your home,
sure.
and probably your skin crawls. So people I'm finding, they were talking about it behind closed doors, but they weren't talking out in public. So people are curious or want to know, but there wasn't really a forum to do it. So our seminars, I put them together to make it a public area, but to kind of make it something positive out of it, because we have people from all walks of life come in. People that you wouldn't normally ever meet or talk to. We've had people come in and leave and they're friends. Like we've met because of it as well. So it's a sense of community. And I always kind of say we make them very fun, but while you're having fun, you don't realize you're actually learning something. It's kind of like when I give my dog a pill, he's not feeling well, and I wrap his pill in bacon. To him, I'm giving him a treat.
Right.
Really, I'm giving something that's going to help heal what's wrong. Seminars, same idea. We're having a lot of fun and people are laughing and enjoying and talking, but they're learning. We're teaching, we're showing them, we're giving them ideas. I really did it to make it a discussion point. So when people leave the seminar, when they get in the car, they leave with questions. And what I mean by that is you guys would get in your car and say, you know what, I never thought about that basement window.
Yeah.
Like I put this big window because I wanted more daylight. It looks great, but I never thought about a guy can easily fit in there. I never thought about that ladder I have in my backyard up against the wall that somebody can climb and get into the room. I never thought about all these shrubbery and plants I'm putting close to these basement windows that somebody can go behind and nobody will even see them there. So what we're doing now is we're
Dude,
causing...
that's part of our audits.
Right,
You're
right.
That's
saying
part
all
of
this
our
shit
audits.
now. I'm like fucking thinking in
Yeah.
my head, like, what the
Yeah.
fuck?
And that's
But
what we
see,
encourage you to do
no
is
one
like
thinks about
walk
it,
through
right?
your home with a new lens. Think about it. If I apply force in this area of my home, what's going to happen? Like I've been in the construction industry for the last decade. You guys seen construction industry as well. Our homes are not built to withstand forced entry.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's really walk through that home and think about, if I hit this window one time, what's going to happen? How easy can I get the deadbolt? Especially side windows, right? They're coming in, smash that side window, unlock the deadbolt. They're in
Yeah.
your house in seconds.
And even for like Loretto, like we've seen camera footage of this guy's car being in and off your driveway in how, like what, 30 seconds?
That's crazy.
Just
Well,
like-
we do bullards. So
Yeah, the things on the driveway, right? That
Yeah.
pop up, yeah.
Yeah,
100%.
and it's crazy because it's like, what if he just went to your house? What if he and it's really crazy to think about, and it's becoming so common. Like, oh, that guy, but like no one is. I don't see anyone doing any precaution about it. There is no, like, alarm system is fucking useless. Like, it's good. It rings, but like, if a guy's going to take your shit, he's going to take your shit. There is no like...
Yeah, but it does scare them. And when they hear it, they know now they got their timer started.
Yeah.
Right?
And cameras, like...
Yeah.
What a camera. If a guy sees you on camera, he has a mask. What the fuck does that mean?
This is the issue with that. Like, is these guys know that they're going to be in your house in seconds and gone in minutes. They know what the average police response time is. They've done their research. They know. These are targeted and calculated that we're seeing. They're looking for easy homes, easy targets. They're not going to go to the guy's house on the street there that looks like, he's got a castle, he's got a moat there, right? They're going to go, oh, look, that guy has no lighting. That guy has easy weak points. I'm going to pick that house. I'm going to go into that house. And that's what they're looking for. Well, these guys are not criminal masterminds. You guys got to remember, these guys are idiots.
They're kids.
They're kids.
Most of the time they're kids.
That's what they are.
Yeah, but they're doing their homework, guys. Like in this day and age, you guys probably are guilty of it. There's people posting videos in their whole, like, you get a new Mercedes and guys are posting, look at my new car, and they've got their house number in their back and their street. You're in your home and you're doing videos, selfies in your rooms and mirrors, and people are seeing what's behind you and seeing the stuff you have. Like, I get it. People, listen, I have no issue with people being proud of what they got, but it's basically online shopping for criminals when we're showing. You're going on vacation.
Sure.
And I'm seeing people say, look, we just got to Cuba, the whole family's here. Now you're announcing to everybody you know that your home is empty. And I've always thought, like, if it's anybody who's looking, they're seeing the information. Now they know the home, no one's there. Like, it's unfortunate, but we got to be a little more alert. Like, come back, post when you're home. Listen, I was away, now I'm back. Schedules, like, if you go out in the morning, they see your schedule, every day is the same. Like, people are paying attention to these things. So we got to be, much more aware of what we're doing. Like, again, it's talking to neighbors. Like, you got to get to know your neighbors. I remember when we were kids, I'm older than you guys, but when I was getting, I'm not going to say what year, but we knew our neighbors. If I wasn't home, my neighbor knew. Every neighbor knew. Everybody around the block knew. Listen, guys, I said, you see anyone on my grass, call us. So everybody took care of everybody. I find today people are not getting to know their neighbors and letting people know. Like, it's okay to ask. It's okay to go to your neighbor and say, guys, if you see anything, let me know. And people, I don't know why we're not taking advantage. We have this as well. So we really gotta kind of get the community around, and people have to help each other out with this too, right?
Well, you guys must notice as well, like in Vaughan. Like, I grew up in Vaughan. Sometimes you see your neighbor and they're like running inside. Yeah. They're not saying hi.
Yeah, they don't want to
How
talk.
are you, right?
Yeah.
There's very small communities that are friends with all of their neighbors, where they have WhatsApp chats, where they're talking, communicating to each other, watch my house, I'm not here. Exactly like what Frank was saying, right? And those things play a big role in it. I'm on vacation. Let me go post a video. I'm there. They know you're not home. Yeah. It's very easy. It's exactly what he said. It's online shopping. These guys now know when you're not home and when your home's free, right? And if you don't make that communication with the neighborhood, no one knows if, you're not home and your buddy came over or whatever, right? They're not thinking exactly of what's happening. They don't know, right? So it's very, very important to make those communications 100% with your neighbors.
So what would you say for someone watching who, may know someone who's, had their house broken into, or, they may scope around their house and see like, oh shit, like my house is, very easy. What is the proper steps that you think, what are the first line of steps that you guys think is necessary?
Yeah, that's a great question. Like, the first line is definitely know your home. Like I said, like, walk through your home with a new lens. Think about it. If I apply pressure to this door, how easy am I going to kick in that door, right? Because most builder doors is that tiny little deadbolt, right? Ensure that you have 3-point multi-locking systems on your doors so they can kick at it. Use, pry bars, bats, sledgehammers. They're not going to be able to get through that front door. The glass, be aware of where your glass is. Be aware of what's on your property as well. If I have interlock that's been sitting there for 2 months, 3 months, that's a tool to break into somebody's home. They'll pick that interlock up, they'll come to your window, locate that weak point, and they'll smash that glass.
They don't even got to bring fucking tools to the
ladders.
job.
Ladders is another one. You know how many people's houses I go into the backyard and they got ladders laying there? It's like, you're just asking for a criminal to come. Okay, yeah, great. You have your bottom windows fortified. That's fantastic. You're safe. But now you have a ladder in your backyard. So what's going to stop that guy from putting that ladder up, going to the second floor, and smashing? My nonno's house, back when I was a kid, okay, it was on Chancellor, so in Woodbridge here.
Yeah.
He had a big balcony at the back. Ladder was in the back. What did they do? They grabbed that ladder, put the ladder up, went through the balcony, smashed through the glass. They robbed everything. All my grandmother's jewelry, all of his, he had firearms and stuff like that too, broke open the safe, took all that kind of stuff. So, just being aware of what's around your house. That's what's most important, right?
Well, here's a question. If I asked you guys right now, if you went home, it was 2 a.m., you had to get in the house and you had lost your keys, but you really had to get in that house, what would you do?
Oh, fuck. I can name you 6 fucking spots.
Yeah, exactly.
So you didn't even think about it and you got 6 spots.
Well, maybe not, but yeah, I definitely could get in. Yeah.
I promise you, if I give you a pen and a pencil now, and I said, you got to get in that home without keys, you can write down 10 spots in the next 60 seconds that you can get in that home fairly easily.
Yeah.
So that's an issue right there.
Yeah.
Like, think about it. It's
thinking.
not difficult. Like, think.
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
You can get in. How easy to crack a window, get through the door.
Well, the windows is where I think that's the first step, right? And I think that's
100%.
where you buy
Mm-hmm.
time for the homeowners, and then the next step would be some stuff that you do, right? You go into the safe room and practice.
Well, listen, guys, I always go back to this.
That.
If right now your fire alarm were to go off, you guys have probably practiced what to do. As kids, we do them in school.
Yeah.
Okay, run outside.
Little kids, but they
Meet
know.
up at the front.
So in
And line
school, they'll teach you. If fire alarm goes off, you know where the exit is, you know what to do, right? So they teach that. If you go on an airplane, you were going on a flight, they would show you what would happen in case of emergency.
Yeah.
So they're showing you this not to scare you. And again, it's not about fear-mongering. They're showing you this not to scare you. They're showing this to prepare you. So they'll show it. But if I asked you right now, if right now you were home and you heard the front door kick in, what's your next step? Those first 30 seconds, what would you do?
I actually don't know.
I would see who's at the door. Well, if we're talking what time of the night?
Like, are they breaking in?
3 a.m., 2 a.m.
3 a.m.?
Who cares what time?
Fuck, I don't know.
It could be at 2 p.m. I know somebody at 9 a.m. who was broken into, had the family there all day with people home. Nobody had a clue. It doesn't matter the time. Your door's kicked in. You say you look and you see 4 guys, 4 assailants, 4 with weapons. Now what?
Call the cops.
Call the cops, yeah.
But they've already done the damage now at that point. The cops are not there.
Now, guys, again, okay, so we understand, but let me just present this idea as...
they're all very valid. Yes, that is
No,
true.
but I would
What am
say-
I doing? I don't know.
Like, you don't want to engage in fight. Have you, 4 guys, and I always go back, and I hate the fight side of it, but have you been attacked by multiple attackers?
No.
Now, okay. Now, even if you just try to imagine 30 seconds of 3 or 4 guys shocked you, surprised you with weapons possibly, it'll feel like an eternity. It doesn't matter who cares about when they talk about response. It'll be an eternity. Now put into this equation, you've got your wife, maybe a son, a daughter. I've got 2 kids. Maybe your mother lives with you, an elderly person. So now you got to think. Like, one thing when I teach what I do is I always say, I'm not fighting the person in front of me. I'm fighting for the people behind me. And it's a really important thing to understand. Who's behind you? Where are they? Are they safe? Now, these are it's all about, they should have been prepared. You should have known. Immediately response. If you're going to do what you do, and again, that's fine. They should already be in a safe room, a safe spot, evacuated out the home. You got to know they're good, because when that's on the back of your mind, that's a whole nother thing to carry. So everybody should have a plan. Everybody should go home. Every home's different, but you need to know. If you're in your bedroom, what do we do? If we're in the family room, most places you're going to be, will be in your bedroom, family room, usually watching TV. These are probably your most 2 common, your kitchen. These are probably the spots you're going to be when people, we were
talking about that. Those are the 3 most common places.
When they said the bathroom, I said, I don't know how much time you're going to be in the bathroom.
You better hurry it up.
I don't know what you're eating if you're in the washroom.
But I really suggest everybody go, mimic it. Go in your bedroom.
Yeah.
If you're in your master bedroom, your kids are theirs, and understand, let's do this. What happens? Where are we in those first 30 seconds? If we're in the kitchen, we're watching television. Look around the room. Look at choke points, safe points. One thing we really push, if you guys watch, you must have seen the movie 300 or understand the battle and what happened, right? Yes. So the whole premise of that is, they say 300 versus an army of 20, 30,000. So how do we do this in combat to win? Well, we work numbers. If we go to a peak where we've got two mountains and we've got a narrow entrance, so if we've got 300, they can only come 300 at a time. So numbers no longer matter. in your home, understand they come through the front door. Normally you're going to have a hallway. So you've got this space. You got to learn how to use the space. But if you're not in this space, every home, you're going to have a hallway, a room, you have stairs. So understand how to utilize these spaces as well. Like these are what we teach before it even gets to putting your hand on somebody. Understanding how to utilize and now take away the number threat. So these are just some of the things. If you've a safe room, you should have a room with a door that's reinforced bolt. Your first thing in the bedroom, kids, get everybody, myself included, I'm going to go into the safe room. If you can get in there, lock the door, you're safe, call the police and wait. But if you don't have one of these rooms, this should be the first thing. I've seen people go in and spend thousands on these amazing walk-in closets and these little wine rooms. They don't spend a little bit of money on fortifying a door in that home and having a safe location. And I can't understand why.
Yeah, but you know what it comes down to? It comes down to awareness, right? Like we're speaking about it to you guys.
But you're exactly right.
Yes,
you're exactly right.
yes,
And it's
100%.
not, and I understand why this works between you two and why it's a growing thing is because, and you do your seminars to get it out there. But like we're sitting here now and it's like, I know he's thinking the same thing I'm thinking. Like I'm thinking everything you guys are saying right now, I'm putting that perspective of me in my home with my family.
100%.
So now I'm thinking like, where am I going? Where am I? What am I doing? What can I do? Like, and all these things you just mentioned. So it's like, I don't think it's talked about enough.
No, it's not. Like he mentioned, like people are spending money on walk-in closet,
It's true,
like
though.
new kitchen.
It's true.
And I'm not putting people down for
No,
it.
but it's true.
You
It's
work
true.
hard, spend everything
Yeah,
you
dude,
want.
I,
It's true.
I've been on site the last 5 years. I've been in custom homes. I've never seen a safe room.
Yeah.
I've never seen a safe room.
Yeah.
Not once. I've
Yeah.
seen crazy custom homes being built. Not one safe room.
And by the time they build it, it's too late.
Yeah,
Usually
exactly.
it's
But
like
you
you
could add
build.
on, like the door, you could add on.
No, I'm
right?
saying it's like people think of a safe room once their house already gets,
right.
you know.
Right.
Yeah, so we
broken
can turn
into.
any door that you have, I can turn it into a full security door. You know, an average security door, you're looking at $13,000, $15,000. We do it for hundreds of dollars. We can make sure that your door is structurally sound. We make sure that nobody kicks it in, right? And like you said, nobody's thinking about these things. A lot of people that I come to, it's already happened to them.
Yeah,
Right.
that's when it
Now,
sets in.
that's the part it kind of leads me to my next question, because like we're sitting here, we're learning, but and if it's too personal, you don't got to answer. But how did you guys get so passionate about this? Is there something, like I know you mentioned your grandmother and someone broke in and stole her jewelry. Like, is there something that happened in your life where you're like, fuck, like
That's a
I
great
gotta
question.
like turn on this switch, or I want to get into this and do this for a living? Like, what was that for you guys?
I'll put it into plain terms. What it was for me is when authorities are saying, guys, leave your keys at the front door to avoid confrontation. So you're telling me, okay, think about this for a second. I work 40 hours a week. I'm going to leave my car keys at the front of the door of that car that I worked, sweat, blood, and tears for, so someone who does not contribute to society can come to my home and take my stuff?
Yeah.
That's what it was for me.
Yeah.
So that was a turning point where
That
you were
was
just
what it was for me.
like, yeah.
That's where something needs to be done. Because I remember when Canada was good. I remember when we can go outside and play, like I mentioned, and do whatever we wanted to. But times have changed.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's definitely areas and shit that's been happening where these things are brought to life. But
Yeah. For
It's
me,
interesting.
it's more been a graduate. Starting before the home invasion was the reason I wanted to learn about. I hate saying fighting because I don't say fighting. I don't say self-defense because it's different what we do. But about just being able to, I guess, defend and have this is. I guess started from grade school, and I remember seeing. No,
I feel like
in
your
a
story's like, I don't know. I feel like
I'm
it's
not
like,
going to give you the story. I was never bullied. Okay, I wasn't. It's not me. I was always a big kid, but I remember seeing. I see somebody being picked on. So I don't want to use the term nerd, and I'm trying to say it nicely, but I just remember seeing a few guys. Kid was there, and I just remember them really just going at him. It just pissed me off. And I'm not a violent guy. I'm not at all. But I just remember just wanting to help him, and really, and I watched that, and I said, okay, listen, I want to learn this, but I wanted to learn to teach it. So I've always been a big guy. So I never really had to worry. With size, it's not where I'm going to have a lot of people come up and attack. But I wanted to learn it where now I could teach people, and it's not to fight, but I wanted to teach them the aspect, it's the confidence angle of it. So one thing you've had, George St. Pierre, I love seeing him, and I hope to meet him.
Shout out GSP.
But what I'm going to say to you guys is, if you ever notice, because people say to this, what if I go to a bar and it's a Gold Glove boxer wants to fight or gets pissed, or a trained mixed? They're not the guys who are going to pick a fight with you. They're the most disciplined, kindest, nicest people. They're not, fighters are never looking for a fight. So I always said is, the guys who attack you are the guys who are untrained, undisciplined. So I wanted to say I can start teaching. I'll show you how to do it but I want to build the confidence. Anybody of any stature, you can see when they walk. When someone looks for a target, their heads are down. You can see they don't want to make eye contact. They become an easy target. Yeah. Where if somebody, I always say, guys, start step one with your shoulders back, walk confident, and look and be alert. And people notice this. See with a fighter, you'll see the cauliflower ears. You see big guys, you see hands like baseball. But I said anybody, I wanted to start building confidence. So I found that once they learn discipline, same with sports. I played hockey, soccer. You learn discipline, but now with the confidence, when you know you can do something, you're confident that you don't have to do it to prove it. Confident people don't have to defend or prove what they do. You can just see it. Yeah. So I started with that. Then it got into, we got broken into 4 or 5 times when I was a kid. I just remember seeing my mother being a mess. Graduated up to training now. And then, I don't like watching the news and seeing but people were just asking with now, what do you do? What can I do? And I've noticed really a lot of people starting to talk about getting weapons. And this topic where I've had people come say, oh, it's okay, I'm going to get a gun. And really got to be careful with this topic. But I tell people, guys, it is a false sense of hope when I see this. And I say, understand, most people, if they attack you and you have a weapon, end up hurting you with your own weapon. Mm-hmm. It's one thing to own it, but you have to know how to use it. And even then, I never promote that. So I started getting a lot of things in the community. And even when we were talking with people, I can see they were uncomfortable even bringing it up. Almost like people were embarrassed to tell you if they've been broken into, you feel violated.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense, but
it's true. I see it all the time.
Knowing someone's being at home, you feel violated. So I really wanted to find a way to, if we could have these seminars and people in, where people, even whether you're not, is exactly like have them think and talk to each other and kind of just start a community of saying, look, there's options out there. Maybe they'll say now seeing something like what Domenic does or seeing what we do with the dogs. It's just getting it out there and saying, but now listen, maybe you're my neighbor. You know what? Maybe we should talk. So now, you know what? Maybe next time I leave my house, I'm going to shoot you a text and say, you know what? Do me a favor. I'm not home. I won't be home till 2 a.m. If you see anything, just please call the police. Maybe now it's okay to ask. So I think just bringing that and getting to help. I really just want to help and teach. I enjoy it. But now if I can make a difference in the community and help somebody or maybe save a life, maybe we'll never know. Just knowing this possibility, I think it's a good thing, and awesome. I feel good doing it.
That's awesome.
I think that's the most important thing, right? It's got to be rewarding, and that's why I asked that question, because I hear the way you guys are talking about it. You have pride in it, and it's you feel it when you guys talk about it. It's like, okay, these guys are preaching it for a reason, and it's for a good cause, and it's for the shit that's happening nowadays. And to be honest with you, it's a fucking life skill. Yeah, and it's life or death. Excuse me. Sometimes, like, oh yeah, when someone breaks into your home, you and your loved ones' lives are on the line. It doesn't matter what the fuck you own. It doesn't matter what kind of house you live in. It doesn't matter what kind of shoes you're wearing. You would give up anything in your fucking house to save your family.
100%.
So that extra 5-10 minutes, or even a conversation or a film on your windows and your glass in your house and all this stuff could save a loved one.
100%.
And you're talking about
priceless.
Yeah.
It's priceless.
Yeah, exactly. It's fucking priceless. And it's not talked about, and it's not preached, and it's something that people, like you said, are almost feel like they don't want to.
Yeah, because they're embarrassed. Like he said,
absolutely.
Like, if someone breaks into your house, you're going to be embarrassed about it.
Yeah, for sure.
You're going to be like, this guy broke into my house. Like, he got to my safe. He stole my watches, my jewelry. Like, he stole my stuff. You're embarrassed about it. And I see that when I go to clients' houses that have been broken into. Yeah. They don't think about it until it's too late, where it's already have happened to them, right? But we're trying to be proactive. We want to make sure that doesn't happen. Like, I truly believe that every Canadian household should have this in their home. And beyond, I want to go to expand to the US and everywhere, because everyone should have this in their home. It should come with homes. Yeah. It should be in homes when it's built. Listen, I'm building a custom home. Okay, I spent $2.5 million on it. What's it going to cost me to do my home? What? A couple $1,000s? It could have been already installed in my home. And that's where I want to go with it. I don't want to stop until every single home is fortified.
It's like selling you a car without brakes or a seatbelt.
Exactly.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
That's honestly.
That's what it is. You show me a lemon.
Yeah.
Like, and it goes back to that too. Like, I remember my nonna, God rest her soul, she would always say, is like, money isn't everything. You can't take it when you die.
Yeah.
It's a tool. You need it. Time is more important than money.
Yep.
Unfortunately, the money just buys you the time. Right?
Right. Correct.
Listen, guys, I'll tell you, it's a simple thing I tell there's two things I preach on this side of everything I tell people is it's not, it will never happen to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's what if it does?
Right. And you don't want that to
Because
happen.
everybody is always, it'll never happen to me.
Yeah.
And I say, guys, like for you guys, I hope it never does.
Yeah.
I hope truly with my heart it never happens to you or your family. But the only question I want to ask you is, what if it does? And that's, I need you to think, what if it does?
Yeah.
This is a very important thing, everybody. Just ask yourself, go home, look at your family, look at whoever's behind that door. If you're on your own and you got a dog, a cat, you got a fish, I don't care. If it's just you, just ask yourself, look in the mirror and say, don't say it'll never happen. Just ask yourself, what if it does?
And like we were talking about before, like we would love for you guys to come out to the home invasion seminars that we do. Next one, April 18th.
Yeah.
Right? Where we'll have people come out and see what it's like. Like we brought a window, okay? We had some film on it. We had big guys, we're at fighting studios, big guys like Frank, some guys bigger than Frank. And they're like, oh, I'm going to break through this thing, no problem, towards the buildup. Like, till they actually went up and hit the thing. And everybody hit it there and could not break the film. Then you really seen like, holy, right? Like, they think that it's something so easy to do until you really test the product, right? And it's like, that's how strong it is. But if you put a force, like if Frank, at his size, put force into that window over there, one hit, he's in.
Yeah.
He's in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I actually.
And it's tempered too, so he'll be okay.
It's tempered, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what they look
That takes
for.
you too.
And that's what they look for. They look for tempered glass.
With you guys, kind of seeing all these homes and installing it and kind of inspecting it in a way,
Mhm.
is there a common place that you see is the most common for people
100%.
to break in?
Great question. Most break-ins are front door and back door. Why?
Front door.
Tempered glass, like you just mentioned. They can come to the back of the door, hit the glass one time, they're in the house immediately. The front doors, the builders only put in 2-inch screws. You guys know this.
Yeah.
They don't care.
Yeah, you
I-
guys
like I
build
said,
them
like,
in here like you showed us.
My girl, yeah, exactly. Like my
We've
girlfriend,
seen
she's
it
100
now.
pounds.
Yeah.
At testing, she's kicked in a door in seconds. She's 100 pounds.
Yeah.
Right? They don't build it to withstand forced entry.
Yeah.
Those are the most common ones because these guys know, or side lighting. Side lighting as well. The side window, boom, smash through the glass, unlock the deadbolt, gain access to the home. These are the most common places that we see all the time.
Yeah, bro, a house is built like a carton of eggs.
It is.
Yeah,
You see it
drop the
nowadays.
carton, it doesn't protect
Nowadays
the
you
eggs.
see it
Like,
too. Like
it's not
go-
built for it, right?
Go
That's
to
how I
like a
look at
green,
them.
like go to like any of these home builders, right? And like look at the homes. You guys know the quality of the clients. I was in the construction industry for the last decade too. I see it. They're getting cheaper, saving money, more cost efficient, and you can't blame them. It's due to the economy. They're cutting corners to save money, right? The homes are not built for that. The homes are built so we can sit inside nice and safe. It's not built for someone to come there, like a guy like Frank, and smash through the glass.
But they've never been built like that at any time.
No,
either way,
no.
right? And they should be. They should be, to be honest with you.
But it's like cars too. Like cars back in the day, they were built very well.
Yeah.
Right? They last.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. You can look at that concept, right?
Yeah.
So it's even worse nowadays. Now you see the cars that we have, like, you get a brand new car, you're in the shop all the time. Why is that?
Yeah.
They do that purposely. It's any product. They don't want it to last. They want you to be a steady buyer, right? They want you to buy. Same thing, same concept as a water bottle. I'm going to drink this water bottle. It's empty. I throw it in the garbage. You're going to go buy another water bottle, right?
Right.
They want the same thing. They don't build things to last anymore. They
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
So off the top of your head, what's the percentage of your customers that got broken into and are getting a film and are getting a film before getting broken into?
So I would say percentage-wise, it's a little bit hard to say because we have dealt with a lot of customers. But I can tell you that we've had over 30 that have been broken into that we've done. And a lot of people are aware, and that's things like me and Frank do. So we're spreading awareness and telling people, and they are being proactive on it, right? Like the audit that we do is something similar to an audit that they would do if you have been broken into. So the police would come, sit down with you and do this. We're proactive on it. So we come to the home and we give you these 50 plans. It takes 20 to 30 minutes. And we literally create a full home fortification plan for your home, custom to your home. Not every home's the same. Every home's different. We make sure that your home's safe. Our job is to make sure that your door or your windows can withstand forced entry until police can arrive. That's what we do. And we're confident and we know our product. Like I was saying, we brought that window out. We've had people hit it for 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, not being able to put a hole through the glass, right? Who's staying there to hit? What's that doing now when they're hitting that glass?
Making noise. Time, and they're notifying everyone.
Exactly. Yeah. That's the right answer, right? Now they're creating a lot of noise. The neighbors are like, what the hell's going on? Have you ever smashed a glass window before, especially outside? Yeah, it's loud. Yeah. Your alarms are going off now. But we pair all of our glass with glass break sensors as well. So if your glass is struck one time, your alarm's going off immediately. Now you're awake. Your neighbors are awake. People are hearing that. These criminals are not sitting there for 15, 20 minutes, 10 plus minutes, 6 plus minutes, whatever it is, hitting your glass. No, they want quick and easy. They want the easiest house on the street. And they target these weak points, right?
The sad thing about the question, or not the sad thing, but the see how you asked Dominic a percentage number of who've been broken out and do it. The one thing I'll say is the reverse side of it. If we actually thought, like if someone would say, if you actually have your, and I'm just giving an example, but you've got your doors done, your windows done, you've got proper lighting, you've got lights on timers, nothing in the front, no debris ladders, you've got a dog in the home, you've changed your schedule. Like we do audits as well. You've done all the preparation inside. You've done everything to deter this from happening. The unfortunate side, there's no statistics of knowing, because we can't quantify, we don't interview the criminals, how many times have they stepped away and not gone to that home? Do you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like, sad things, we'll never know the statistics of how many times they walked in the street and didn't pick the home because they've had something. Yeah, there's 100%. No way to ever know that number.
Right. No, like we have videos, like I showed you guys earlier. Of customers. We have customer videos that, so they're like, people are embarrassed about it. They don't want us to post that online, right? We're lucky if somebody says, okay, post that, like the one you seen on my Instagram, right? Like post it. Okay, that's fine. But we've had multiple videos where there was attempts, and you can see what these guys do. You guys seen it firsthand as well, right? Yeah. They know, like, if they're not in the first seconds, they're gone. Like you said, they're kids. These guys are.
Yeah, they are, dude.
They're kids. They're
it's
idiots.
a slap on the wrist.
That's the biggest issue it comes back down to as well. It's a slap on the wrist. These guys will steal cars. They'll break into homes, and they're out in the next couple of days.
And it's not worth one of your family members' fucking scarring, let alone fucking life. Like, it's fucking scarring. Like, you don't want to go through that. You don't want to see anyone go through that, period.
No. Well, the sad part, a lot of times it's people, it could be people you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I say, I can interview you and ask you now, do you have your homes, your windows and doors fortified? Probably not.
No.
You guys have a dog in the home?
No. Yes. He does. I don't.
Okay. Your dog, again, is it bark out? It's on, like I've got Chihuahuas, they bark, but depends on how that does. Yeah. You yourself, like we're here, I see UFC and I see the stuff, but you yourself, have any self-defense training, or have you set up a plan on what to do if it happened? Probably no.
No.
Now he knows that, and probably everybody in your circle knows that. Mm-hmm. I now know that you don't have your home fortified, right?
Yeah. No, it's true. You should call Dom tomorrow.
Yeah. But my point is, you see, we just met.
Right.
I already know.
No, but it's true.
Like I just one question, I already know.
Yeah.
So this is kind of what I
thought. It's funny, and
I just want you to think.
Right? You just brought up a thought in my head too, because as we were working, right, I was talking to some of these retired police officers, and they were telling me that these criminals have WhatsApp groups, okay, where they communicate with each other.
No way.
Yes, they do.
Yes, they do.
I've heard that.
These guys have, and I said, you know what? Like, thank God he brought that up. And I said, there's no way these guys communicate with each other. They tell each other, someone's not home. This is not home. They communicate and they target these houses. Yeah. That's where it comes down to targeted and calculated, because they're picking these houses, right? They know, like, oh, I can get into this house easy. I can't get into that house easy. And they're talking about it. There's a network of criminals.
That's so stupid.
It's so simple. I could drive up and down your street, and Steve, my partner, he touched on this. You get a new 80-inch television, you put the box on the curb, and it's sitting out, you're advertising.
Yeah.
So they've got it on the curb. Like I tell guys, we tell them all that when we come here, we tell them, cut it up, flip it inside, cut into pieces. You're advertising when you just got new stuff. Everybody on your street, I promise, like they know what time you guys come to work, what time you come home.
Oh,
You
yeah.
got like people are paying attention. Like I said, these WhatsApp groups, like it's incredible, but
Oh, it is.
it's sad that we're at this point, but we also can't just pretend it's not there as well, right?
Yeah.
We gotta know and just there's tools out there. There's options what he does, options what we do, option what we teach. But there's tools out there to have things and learn and what you could do. But a lot of it, I always say, is I hate saying common sense because we shouldn't have to, but we do have to be a little more aware. You know, same like when I walk in public by myself, is very different than when I walk and I have my wife and my kids with me.
Yeah.
I mean, that is, I'm always aware. But when I always say, when I met my wife, it was one. Before I met my wife, I was single. I had to worry about one life. And I was reckless. It's okay. It was me. When I got married and my wife became my wife, I now became two. So my responsibility is not only me, but her as well. Then we had kids and that multiplied. So when I'm out, it's also my awareness has to change. I need to know where they are, what they're doing, what my wife's doing, where I'm located. Even walking on the street, I'm closer to the road than having them away from the road. So same idea with a home. It always comes down to being aware and understanding these things. So little things like having boxes outside and showing what you got. Don't advertise it. Like it's simple little things. When you start thinking about it, you'll know.
It's so true because I can tell you a story too. We had a lady, okay? She would walk her dog every day at the same time. Elderly lady, 1:00. Always walk her dog, put the dog on the leash, go for a walk. People are watching, goes back to the WhatsApp group. People are watching. What happens? One day, she goes for the walk with the dog. As soon as she leaves, 20 minutes later, house gets broken into. So how do they know that she's not in the home? They're watching.
They're watching, yeah.
Oh, yeah. We know someone had a dog. So with the GST 20 train, they had a protection dog, 12 years. The day after the dog died, the house got broken into.
Yeah.
So the day after, right after.
In my opinion, that's more scary
It is.
than like my stuff being taken. Like if someone came to my house at like 1:05 and they know I always walk my dog at 1, I am so scared thinking like,
People are watching.
who the hell
Yes.
is watching me?
You
That
watch
is
like TV
scary.
shows like the fucking of like creeps and stuff
Yeah,
watching,
yeah.
and everyone just thinks it's like this shit's fucking real, man.
Yeah, because the sad thing is people want what you have. There's jealous people. There's envy in this world. Unfortunately, we're not all good humans. That's the way we are.
And it'll never be like that. It
will
doesn't
never
matter
be.
what world we're living in right now, whether times are fucked up or they're not fucked up. There will always be criminals, and that is just a fucking fact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They're,
100%.
they're just they've always been around, and they always will be.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
it's sad, but it's just the truth. It's
Yeah, it then just comes down to you as yourself. We use the term hard target. It's just make yourself whatever you can do to be a hard target. And I go outside of home invasion, like simple things we teach. Well, you see a lot. When I sit in a restaurant or see right now, I'm facing the door.
Exactly.
I can't have my back to an open door.
is that why you wanted to sit there?
Yeah. Right. I took the photo on the opposite side because we want to get the tattoo in it, but I want to sit.
DreamWorks, shout out
Yeah,
DreamWorks.
DreamWorks Inc. Shout out to the bear. But yeah, I want to. You see, military, they'll do it as well. You see, but because if somebody now were to come through that door and have you guys, I'd see it first. I can be prepared. Same in restaurants, I'm the same way. I see at the subway. Like I know there's a little off topic in home invasion, but it all goes back to the awareness and just guys at TTC and they're standing right at the front. Right there with people behind. I'll have my back to the wall so no one's behind me. Sit on the bus, you should always be back against the wall. It's just being aware. And again, I'm not a paranoid person. I just always live by a few things. I live by always not it will never happen to me, always what if. I live by this and everything. I always it's always good to be prepared and plan. It's like just taking a test. What do? You study. Everything in life operates the same. We prepare, we study, and we work. So we should treat it all the same. So I always operate under the same assumption. We're working with that, right? So yeah, you'll notice things like this. I'm sure you guys have fighters and you'll kind of notice they'll have kind of certain things they do as well.
They do.
Right? So you'll kind of see it.
But I feel like that's something taught like when you're a kid and like your family. My family's very like that too. Like we're taught like that too, you know? Be aware of your surroundings. Same thing. If you're on the street,
yes.
Look around.
Look around. Yeah, I've heard that 1,000 times in my fucking life.
That's the way that we were brought up, right? So that's to us. But there is people that live in a bubble, and we know this, guys. We know, like, I can name 30, 40 people off my head right now that they just live in a bubble. They don't know what real world's like.
It's true.
They just, they go to work, they go home, they think they're in this lollipop candy world, right? Until shit hits the fan. That's the difference, right? So people need to be aware. Yeah, that's what we push.
Yeah,
education.
it's also time. Like even with we do, like when they see the seminars, they see that they think it's a self-defense seminar. It's not. They think you have to be a fighter to come do it. Like I invited you guys to come next time.
Yeah.
You don't have, and everybody is kind of thinks you got to fight, you got to do it. Where I tell people, no, it's not. You don't have. It seems like I use it like going to the gym. A lot of people don't want to go to the gym because they're just uncomfortable to go in there. They feel very intimidated. Because they say, well, everybody's going to be in shape, and they just never want to get started. And I hate that people would feel that way. So same thing with coming in and learning. What I do is we tell them, like everyone, my dad he's 85. He was there. So you see my dad disarming a gun and knife, right?
That's sick.
It's trying to make people understand, like, we want everybody from all walks of life to come in. These are simple techniques that can be learned. We don't need you to come in 6 times a week. You don't need to be a black belt. But understand, we really want everyday people to come in and see. It's something that's open to everyone, and it can be done. It doesn't have to be an intimidating thing like that. And I always use the gym as the same to it, right?
Well, same thing with my girlfriend. She's 100 pounds.
Yeah.
Frank taught her how to flip me over. I'm 200 pounds. She's a 100-pound girl.
Yeah.
The stuff works.
Yeah. So it's, and we're going with what we do. It's just based off natural movement, natural reaction. I know we were touching on it earlier, what we do.
Yes. And I do want to touch about this because I feel like it's such a topic where I was even amazed just obviously discussing it with you is me and Frank, we had a conversation earlier. It was about, a common maybe thing that we see on social media, or it's something that people talk about as if it's like, if you're a woman and you're defending yourself against a man who's, twice your size or even just the same size as you, you would just assume like, maybe scratch them or hit them in the nuts, right? Knee them in the balls, which I thought, Loretto thought, I'm pretty sure you thought that too, right?
I think you're just putting.
I think it's more mainstream though. No, but you're definitely right. I think it's.
Well, I thought it was just like that would be the that's something I teach like like my mom or my sister or whoever. Like I just hit them in the nuts.
Yeah, they're fucked, eh?
Right? Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, I don't want to meet your family.
Your mom and sister are gonna kick you in the nuts, like.
Yeah.
Right,
don't drop your address.
Yeah, got about 7 windows that are good to get into. But
we're coming to take care of them tonight.
Fuck. If you get through, you're gonna get kicked in the nuts.
But you're right though. It's a very talked about thing. You just hit them in the nuts. It's painful, right? Like that's a girl thing that I think a lot of women think to hurt a man or if they're in danger.
Which does hurt, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get it out there. Yeah. It does hurt. But you were saying it's not the most ideal way. Right.
Well, understand every situation is different. So again, you're not. So remember, number one, a male attacking a female or even a bigger male, anyone, right? Remember, this is not now with a referee. There's no bells going to ring. Yeah. There's nobody put in a towel, a flag. You can't tap. This is real.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. No Bruce Butler. Right? But also understand, like when we use the word, there's a difference, attack versus threat. It's 2 different things. So threat and attack, the difference is time. So someone, let's say a male yelling at a female or yelling at somebody, they maybe have no intent to hit them. They may just be upset, maybe just trying to show some dominance. Maybe they just want to take the purse, for example, or take it. So they're just trying to intimidate, scare them to take it. But they had zero intention to hit. And now your first thought is, as opposed to just hand them what you have, is hit them in the nuts. Now what you've done is angered that person. Now, hitting the nuts, sure, painful, but a couple things. What if they are on narcotics, some type of drug? They don't feel it. Drunk, don't feel it. What if you miss? Some people, I've seen people be tasered and not move. We've seen people be shot. You must have seen videos and not go down.
I have.
So it is not guaranteed. What will happen when you hit is if they happen to have their hands on you, around your throat, this will cause them to clench, squeeze tighter. So now you've escalated where really we want to de-escalate the situation. So in this, a hit to the balls is I don't see it any benefit. Now, I don't say that it can't, but you're now going to completely escalate a situation where you hope it hurts. Maybe it does. And if it does for your side, but this person will now be upset. If you hurt a bigger man, I've seen they'll now be embarrassed that they're hurt. And now they may really show their force and dominate. So I always say advice is understand, like eyes, eyeballs, nose, ears, throat. You know, we show some of these things, but it doesn't matter how big you are. I was talking to you earlier.
Yes.
Doesn't matter how big you are, your eyeballs, you don't lift with your eyeballs. Your eyeballs are the same as my eyeballs, same amount of pressure. Bridge of the nose, your ears, eardrums.
You say ears. What do you mean by the ears? Like just hit them in the ears?
Well, listen, I'm Italian, right? I'm Italian, so my mom, we slap. We invented the slap, but have you ever watched slap competition?
Power slap.
Like power slap. Yes.
Okay, so I don't know if you've ever been hit, but understand the reason your ears, again, you've got your eardrum and it's just balance. So if you when you slap, you want to aim your hand to you're not aiming for the chin, you're aiming to the ear. So you want to connect there with the palm. Reason one is, of course, if I can hit that eardrum, I'm popping that, it's going to really throw up. I don't know if you've ever had your ears popped. Kind of feel like you go underwater, pop out sometimes where that feel. It kind of throws the balance off. If you get both, I don't suggest ever trying it. But if you do, you're completely, equilibrium is right off. So it's like vertigo feel. If you aim for the ear, most people's reaction is to lean back. Now you're going to connect to the chin, which is also a great spot. But eardrum, the reason I say it is, regardless of size, this is a great spot that's now going to hit, cause somebody pain. If you feel pain, first thing, what do you do when you feel pain to a spot? Your hands are going to go to that spot.
React. So
now let's say, for example, if they're grabbing you and you poke the eye you grab, they're now going to do this. They've now released. I really always teach, first art form I teach is the art of run fu, which means if you can run, you run. So if you can create that space and gap, I'll run too. Run.
Frank, I actually have a question for you regarding this, because somebody's told me before that it is easier to knock someone else with a slap than with a punch. Is that true?
Well, listen, I don't ever say easy. A slap, a punch, a palm strike all work. The reason you hear people say that is if in a fight, if you were to punch, it's very easy to break your knuckles. So for example, now if we were to fight, three of you were to attack me right now, I hit you, I punch you in the face, crack your jaw, put you down, but I've broken my hand. Now I've got two other guys with a broken hand.
Yeah.
Palm strike, I'm not breaking. A slap, just as effective. Actually, I don't want to say quicker, but much simpler movement, because get back to where my hands are here, it's simpler to hit, just as effective. One exercise I can say to people is this. Go to a concrete wall and punch it as hard as you can. And now open your palm and hit it with a palm strike as hard as you can and see which one you can do harder. Your hand will hurt the first time you do it. Your palm you can hit repeatedly. So it's kind of what I'm saying is it's not so much that it's
easier.
It's easier. It's just, there's a reason people will say is it's just more, it's smarter. It's a smarter technique where this is just where you're capable of multiple hits.
Yeah.
That's all it is. But slap is extremely effective. And I go back to, I teach people use what's natural to you. So if I can show you an elbow, I can show you a headbutt, I can show you a punch, a palm strike, and a slap. But what I want you to do, Bruce Lee said it. He'd rather practice warrior master one kick 10,000 times or learn 10,000 techniques once. Master one thing that you can do extremely well. And how you do it is we pressure test you and see how you react. So if I were to come close, your first reaction, if you feel comfortable with the slap, then live off it. A lot of our women and female students, I say to them, first thing I show them is the slap, because naturally they will slap harder than you'll slap. It just comes, it's natural. And I say, never fight. For me, it's the elbow. I love, my elbows are I love using my elbows. And it's just, if I'm close, they come up. do what comes naturally and work that one technique and practice it 10,000 times. You do that once, it will be extremely effective. So there's no right answer. There's no right or wrong.
Mm-hmm.
It's just everybody has something they'll default to.
Yeah.
We teach people a word in your mind that if you get to this space and you have to, something we teach, there's a word that you'll say to yourself that kind of almost gives you permission to have to do what you need to do if there is no other choice. It's difficult to get to that position, so we teach that. And I always say, like, learn and master that one that you're comfortable, and that's what we stick with. So I rarely ever punch.
Yeah.
Rarely. It's just my knuckle. I've broken my fingers and hands so many times. I enjoy simple slap, elbow, headbutt.
And you should see him work a dummy with that slap. Like the first time I seen it, I was like, what the heck? Like, that's scary. Like how fast he's able to navigate around the body and hit specific points. It's like, it's something you got to see. It's really impressive.
I'd like to see it.
Yeah. It's like
really
Yeah,
impressive.
it's an art form. I enjoy combat, but not, again, in a violent way. I just think combat's beautiful. You have UFC fight.
Who's your guy in the UFC?
I respect everyone. When people ask me, I never say a favorite because I know what each and every one of those guys has done to get to be there.
Yeah.
Number one, just to have, I imagine just to go in front, just sitting here to speak takes confidence.
Yeah.
Imagine to step into a ring with another trained fighter.
True.
What it takes mentally, no matter how trained you are, to have another fighter just as trained and step in the ring. And now the whole world's watching. I have so much respect they're all incredible. The discipline, I know what they go. Maybe I don't even know because where I've got one, they've got multiples. Just imagine learning multiple different types and
Especially
have belts and difference, right?
Yeah.
St. Pierre has always been just because outside in what he does. I love just the way he represented UFC and just the way he presented himself. I've always respected, but I have a respect for each and every. Same when people ask me about martial arts and what I think is the best. I think they're all amazing. They're all beautiful. Jiu-jitsu, boxing, karate. I think everything is beautiful. I find it as an art form. I think it's just a beautiful thing. It's the movement. When you slow it down, sometimes I show Domenic. Yeah. When I grab him, it hurts, but then I slow it down and show him the movement.
My neck's still hurting.
It's just such a beautiful, I find it artistic. It's almost poetic and beautiful. So we all see UFC as that barbaric side, but if you actually watch, and if you could slow it down and watch it, it's actually a beautiful thing to see, right?
I think discipline's everything. It comes down to that. And that's the most important thing in life. Like anything you want to do, if it's saving money or being fit or whatever, it comes down to discipline at the end of the day.
Yeah.
If you do it for so long and you keep doing the same thing and you're consistent at doing it, you'll get there eventually.
Yeah.
Right? The turtle wins the race.
It's a longevity game, and it takes patience, takes time, and that's really what it comes down to.
Yeah. You guys, UFC guys, who are your thoughts? I know you can't pick a favorite, but who you guys like? What are your thoughts on those guys?
Loretto is, I already know, you can speak on who your guy is.
I like Sugar Sean. I think Sugar Sean's cool.
Yeah.
I like right now, I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Like overall, I have to admit, like McGregor got me into the sport because of the
Me too.
shit
Me too.
Like, he
The
just
showmanship.
He's a character, though.
Yeah,
Showmanship.
he got everyone involved in, like, he would sell fights. He would sell the whole card. He would talk shit to guys he wasn't even fighting. So he definitely got me into the sport. But right now I would say Sugar Sean's my guy. It's kind of tough to see. He's actually fighting GSP's boy Zahabi at the White House.
Yeah.
So that's a little shitty.
That's going to be awesome. At the White House? I didn't even know about that.
Yeah, it's at the White House on the grounds. They're walking right out of the Oval Office.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy.
Cool. And
That's going to be a good fight.
I know. Now I'm interviewing you guys.
Yeah.
I got a mic. Why not?
Man.
I like Nate Diaz.
Yeah.
All time, yeah.
There
I like
you go.
Nick too. Nick's cool.
Yeah.
Nick's great too.
That
Nate,
too is awesome.
yeah.
GSP fun, Nick.
GSP fun, Nick, yeah.
Yeah.
The Break Talk podcast is brought to you by Skilled Trades College. Looking to get involved with the trades but don't know where to start? Where can you find all the info, Loretto?
Head over to skilledtradescollege.ca and get the skills to pay the bills.
Okay, I got a question for you guys now, okay? This is our segment. It's called Break Time. All right?
Okay.
So it is your time to build your version of a GOAT. you get 4 categories. The categories are mindset, athleticism, clutch factor, trash talk. Okay. You have to pick one athlete for each, and you cannot repeat the same athlete. This athlete can be from any era and any sport.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll repeat the categories and we'll go through it. Dom, if you want to go
Yeah,
first.
I'll go first.
The first category is mindset. The second's athleticism. Third, clutch factor. And fourth, trash talk.
Okay, we'll do it one at a time there.
Okay,
So-
mindset.
Mindset, first one. It's got to be 2006 Pirlo.
Okay. We haven't heard
2006
that one. That's
It's
good.
got to be.
That's good.
It's gotta
Okay.
be.
Athleticism.
Athleticism. There's so many good athletes, man.
Yeah, the most athletic girl or guy you could think of. Any era, any sport, anything.
I gotta go with probably Tom Brady.
Okay.
Tom Brady athleticism?
That's a underrated thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Clutch factor.
Clutch factor. Wow. We're
Most
gonna because
clutch.
we're from Toronto. We're gonna have to go Kawhi.
Kawhi. Yeah, he
That's
hit the
solid.
shot.
Yeah.
He hit the shot.
Yeah, he
That's
did.
valid.
And trash talk.
Trash talk. It's gotta be McGregor.
Yeah.
It's gotta be
Yeah.
McGregor.
Let's just say that's a very, very popular take. The trash talk, I don't know. It's probably like a 90% hit. Everyone says McGregor.
Really, it just
Yeah.
has to be
Well,
like
it just has to be, yeah.
Yeah, everyone says. I said Nate Diaz.
No, you said,
I said Nate Diaz.
did you say Diaz? Yeah. Fair enough.
Nate Diaz. Yeah, he trash talks.
Nate
Yeah,
Diaz trash talk is funny because he's like half brain dead.
Yeah.
So he's just hilarious with his
Yeah,
trash
he
talk.
is.
Like he's like some dude will be talking about like he'll go on like 5 minutes about roasting and he'll be like, man, fuck you.
Yeah.
Like that's his trash talk. It's just so blunt and to the
I love
point.
that.
It's amazing. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
Okay, Frank, you're up. So the first one is mindset.
Mindset Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good
Kobe
one.
was
That's a good one.
just,
Yeah.
if you just listened to him and some of the things, just the way he used to talk, like incredible.
Yeah.
I think Kobe by far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was mine.
Athleticism.
This is tough. There's so many good,
There's
many.
no real wrong answer. Like it's really just
I'm thinking because listen, all athletes incredible athleticism, but I'm thinking in their sport. This is kind of a weird one, but I'm going to go with Michael Phelps.
you know what? You're the
Ah,
second person to say
that's-
that.
And the reason I say
Yeah.
it, and I'm just going because listen, they're all athletic, but I'm also combining just the DNA side of he is built like
Yeah,
a
you're right.
almost like a dolphin. Like
Yeah.
So I'm just
Yeah.
saying, I don't think anybody in the sport athletically, like anybody can train. I say all fighters are great. Cyclists will all be great athletes, runners, but I don't think you can do the same hours as Phelps. Any other swimmer, if you put in the exact same mindset and training, I just don't think there's a way you could ever, because of the
He's gifted.
athletic build to it is. I
Absolutely.
just never seen anything like it in a sport.
It's a
That's a good
solid,
take.
solid goat so far.
Clutch factor.
Clutch.
Say Gigi Buffon.
I know this is crazy. I
In the
actually
shootout?
used to be a 49ers fan, so I'm going to go with Joe Montana.
Joe Montana.
Super
Clutch?
Bowl.
Oh, wow. Joe Montana.
Super Bowl
Wow.
and he wins.
Yeah.
Like you
Okay.
never lost.
That's true.
Look at Brady. You consider Brady the GOAT, and he lost.
Yeah.
He also has 7 Super
He has
Bowl
7
rings.
rings though.
Yeah. He's got
Yeah,
enough
but to
rings
me,
to
his
back
clutch
it up.
is when it's time, you always
Like you
deliver.
never ever fail.
I could say when the 49ers, I was a 49 before Bears, and I could tell you if Montana went to 10 Super Bowls, he'd win all 10.
Yeah, but don't you have to be clutch to get there?
Oh, listen, football is the ultimate team sport. Yes, you need the team, but I mean the biggest stage. Well, we just saw Super Bowl and things happen. But I would just say I would go clutch. Is he didn't lose, and I truly believe he could have went to 20 straight and he would win all 20.
Wow.
I'll stick with Montana.
Okay.
Okay, that's a hot take.
Joe Montana.
Trash talk.
Oh, this is easy. Muhammad Ali.
Oh,
That's
that's
a
a
good
good
one.
one.
No one said that.
I'm
yeah.
the greatest
That's
of all
good.
time. Sting like he would trash talk you and make it into poetry.
Yeah.
He'd make it beautiful where you didn't know if it pissed you off or you wanted to write it down on a fortune cookie. If you think about it, if you ever watch videos and just watch when he spoke to you, you were just, it almost was like a compliment.
And he
but
was a soft-spoken dude.
that's the point.
Yeah.
When he could tell you he was the best there is, but I'll say it to you where you wanted to agree because you said it so beautifully.
Yeah.
If you actually take a few moments and listen, I'm telling you, it's music to your ears. You can fall asleep to it, but he's telling you, you couldn't be me and I'm the best there was. It's being trash talk without talking trashy.
Adam's actually, he writes poems.
Do you?
Yeah. So I did it for about 2.5 years and I just started to, I won't share them ever because it's
I
like,
was just about to ask, can we hear one?
No. It's like something.
He gets shy.
Yeah.
I've read it on his notes on his phone.
What did you think?
I'm not gonna say.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say
all
anything.
right.
Yeah.
Well, some of them are like dark and shit, and it's like, you know what I mean? Some of them are like,
But it's a form of expression. It's an art.
Exactly. Yeah. So
what does he write about though? Like love poems? Are you
No,
married,
no.
a girlfriend? Are you
No,
writing
most of the time he just writes about the fact that he barely got a high school diploma.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
he
okay.
definitely,
So it's not
cannot,
like
he
violets
definitely
or
cannot
red.
write poems. Like
Roses
there's
are
no
blue.
way.
So it was so it started as like a phase.
Okay.
I was really into English at one point. I was like, I'm gonna do this.
Yeah.
And then I started doing it, and then I realized like it's not for me. But I kept some of them,
Yeah.
because they're great, right? And then it was one of those things where it was like, this is something I'm gonna do, and no one's gonna see. And if someone finds out, fuck, I'll never talk to that guy again. Hopefully,
No,
just things.
but it shouldn't be like that. It's a form of expression.
It was, and then one day he got into my phone and he saw it and he's like, "Oh, what the fuck is this?"
So
And I
you
was like,
keep them on your phone?
Yeah, they're on his phone.
my old phone.
Oh, I say like if you lost your phone and I found, I'd be like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yes.
I'll give it back to you.
Give it back to the
needs
girl,
It.
the
Needs it more
female.
than me. Yeah. She lost her phone, right? Like, no, listen, it's cool. I always wonder. I got to ask this. So when they have these open mic, and I've seen guys go up in some of this poetry, I don't get. I thought poems are supposed to rhyme. So I've seen it in the expression. Like, do you ever go on these open mic and?
No.
I think we should maybe next episode.
Yeah, that would be pretty awesome.
Yeah, the thing is they're gone, right? They're on my old
No,
phone.
they're not. You liar. You got them. I think we should get you on.
No,
it.
but you know
well-
what? It's pretty funny that you say that too, because it's like, poems is like, people are like, oh my God, that's a poem. Like, that's not cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's like, okay, music is a form of a poem.
Yeah.
But music is cool too. So
Hey, everything is.
like
Fighting's a form of
whatever
poetry.
floats your
Yeah.
boat.
Right?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
if you like to do something, no one should be able to tell you, no, I'm gonna knock that down. That's not cool.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you shouldn't care what people think, and you should do you.
I always tease him and I
know?
say, listen, at our seminars, when you guys come in, we've got dogs, attack dogs. Like I'll show you guys videos. Like my arm is still through bite sleeves. He actually, the dog, our last event, just on Saturday, he dislocated my shoulder. Actually the female, she pulled it, popped my shoulder out. So I had to pop it back in while we were live doing it.
Oh my God.
So I'm getting my shoulder ripped out, and then I'm getting 4 guys attack me with knives, guns, and machetes, and then I go, "You're putting stickers on windows, right?" I go, "That's not cool, right?" he's like the poetry of the group, so
exactly.
right?
Yeah.
Until people hit the glass, and then they're all like, "Whoa,
then
that's
it's okay.
freaking cool."
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's hard to explain to someone. It's like, so when people ask, like, I put stickers on windows. You know what I mean? It's like, it's hard to explain to someone where he's like, yeah, I'm going to crawl McGraw and do that, right? So that's like the joke that we have going is we put stickers on windows. I said, I'm going to put that on the next company van. We put stickers on windows, right?
That's a slogan.
That's a slogan,
That's
right?
a slogan. That's good.
His wife came up with that,
Yeah.
actually.
That's really good.
Yeah. So listen, poetry, I told you, it's just like fighting.
Yeah.
Poetry, words, but there's rhythm with the words. There's a meaning. There's a process.
Mhm.
Right.
Everything in life is the same idea. It's a process and meaning and moves. That's why I love Muhammad Ali. Like now, you guys got to take some time and go listen to a few of his
You know what?
things.
I've never listened really to Muhammad Ali, so after this,
Just
I
go
definitely-
watch
Yeah.
somebody
I've
interview
seen-
him.
there's like small clips. Like you obviously heard like what's the
Float like a
butterfly
butterfly.
Yeah,
sting
yeah,
like
sting
a
like a
bee.
bee.
But he does a lot of like things like that where he'll reference like, and he sounds like a genius. And when that's
Yeah,
why
yeah.
when he says
Yeah.
like it fucks with you because the way he says it, you're thinking about it like, holy fuck, that makes sense. And then you're like, holy fuck, he's talking shit about me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's,
Yeah,
it's pretty
100%.
cool. the way
He's
he puts
basically
it.
telling you, flow like a butter. He's saying, the way I move, you'll never touch me.
Yeah, it's like
Sting
those
a
slogans
bee,
that you're saying,
when
like,
I hit you, you're
you know,
down.
you were born with 2 ears and 1 mouth. Listen twice as much as you speak. Like those things that
he's
hit,
telling
right?
you, but he's saying it so, it's just poetic, right?
Yeah.
So you can't. It's the one thing when a guy walks up, oh, like, I'm going to take you down. I'm going to eat your family. Like, I love Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
I wanted to use Tyson, but he's basically telling you he's going to tear you apart. Where
Yeah.
Muhammad Ali was saying it to you, but almost you went home and you had to quote
It was like a lullaby.
You'd sing, if you had your newborn, you'd be saying full like a butterfly. You'd be talking shit to your kid because it was so pretty, right? And that was beautiful.
like
but-
that.
Well, mine's not like that. No, mine's deeper.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Loretto and I, so how this started.
Yeah, I actually want to hear this story. 'Cause this is kind of funny, actually. I'm just going to sit back in the seat, grab a sip of water, and listen to
This
this
is
one.
much more interesting
Yeah,
than
yeah,
home
no,
invasion.
no,
though.
funnier.
I'll tell you how it started. So we had
I'm curious.
so we had a project one time. This was in a class. We went to high school together, unfortunately. So we had a class, and we had to do a poem for English. She was in my English class. So we were both failing English horribly bad, right? So teacher said, hey, listen, you just do this poem, we'll pass you. So me and him said, fuck it, we'll just do this poem.
Yeah.
So we did this poem, and I think I did all of it. And he just kind of like looked at it, didn't even read it, said it was good. And he did a few things here and there, and that was it. And then I did the poem, and I was like, this is pretty cool.
What was the poem about?
That is a great
Do
question.
you remember?
What was the poem about? Do you remember?
He did 5% of the work, so it's a little hard
Yeah,
for him.
I
I
know.
don't remember.
I just have a
I
bad
don't think he's
memory.
even ever read it.
Yeah.
So he has
Yeah,
no-
you
he's
had to
never
read
even
it.
I
read
don't
it.
know. I can't even think of it.
I
Like,
believe
passed,
it was
okay.
it was about different it was about how people, it was like change like the seasons or something like that.
Oh, okay.
And it was describing people's personalities through the seasons.
Okay.
Don't
That
know.
sounds pretty
Emotion,
cool.
anger.
Yeah, so it was like
We're gonna try it next time. We're gonna try making a poem live on the show.
yeah,
Yeah,
so we'll
I
make
think you
a-
could do
Yeah,
it.
I think it'd be
I
pretty
don't think
cool.
I could do it.
I think you could do it.
So it was something I did, and I thought it was cool. But keep in mind, let me tell you the type of guy I am. I also wanted to like swim with fucking dolphins underwater for like, I wanted to be like an underwater
Yeah, that's
filmmaker, which was cool. Yeah. So like one
Yeah, for
time,
naturally poetry and fucking swimming.
So
with
yeah, but
dolphins.
these were like all
They go
different.
hand in hand.
Yeah.
You know, right? Yeah, like your shit. That's,
You can
you know.
say
So-
some poetry to the
Yeah,
dolphins.
and
They're
like
very,
I-
very intelligent.
I go through these phases of like, it's just weird, man. So like one time, me and my buddy, like I was so fucking dedicated to like be an underwater filmer.
Yeah.
And I was like, I know what it takes. Like you have to get sick footage of like
Yeah.
fucking fish and stuff. So
Yeah.
we were in Cuba, and at the time, me and my buddy, I think we were like 15 or something like that. And in Cuba, all they had was like the paddle boards. So
Yeah,
you just
yeah.
paddle on them. So I said, I got my GoPro and stuff, and we didn't steal. We just took bread from the, the restaurants in the
Resort.
morning, resorts.
You stole it. It's okay.
Yeah.
We're not cops.
well, you paid
And-
for it.
And well, this is what I mean. We basically
yeah,
paid for it. We started throwing it in the water, right? I'm underwater. We're so far. Like
they're
these
ducks.
guys,
They're fucking-
these
like
guys,
Muskoka.
you
So
know,
do
like
dolphins
pigeons, like
like
pigeons in the
bread?
park.
Yeah.
no. So what happens
Like,
is,
yeah, you're probably gonna get ducks. I think you mixed up the birds with dolphins.
right. So I realized my buddy, he thinks I'm an idiot, right? So I'm off the water. I'm like, we're so far.
Yeah.
And I'm underwater with my GoPro. I'm like, I don't see anything. Like,
Yeah.
maybe keep throwing more bread. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. I need footage. I'm here for footage. I thought I was here. Like, this was my big break.
Yeah.
So I grab a blade, and I just cut my arm
Okay.
and just jump in the
It
water.
is getting dark.
Yeah.
He writes poems
looking for
and
dolphins
poems
and
all
sharks.
season.
So
and
I've
he's
never
cutting.
heard this
So
part.
I promise you. So, well, I don't cut my whole arm. I cut like, because I heard sharks like blood, right?
Yeah.
So, of course. I
Bread, bread, blood.
if an animal came here they were eating, whether it was
Yeah.
me, the bread,
Yeah.
they were gonna have a good time. But I would have got it on video, so it would have been good. It was my big break. So I jump in the water, and I'm just like with my arm, like trying to get some sort of anything. Nothing. And I'm like, fuck, what do? I gotta cut my other arm? Like, and I was like, I get back up. My buddy's like, looks at me. He's like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? I'm like, oh, dude, like you don't get it. Like this is what it takes. Like this is
I hope this thing came
Yeah,
quick,
right.
bro.
You know what? That comes back to discipline because you have the discipline.
exactly.
You got discipline,
And
man. To
I
cut
was-
yourself open, to
Yeah.
to film a dolphin.
Yeah.
That's
Okay, discipline and like stupidity are like.
Yeah, well,
there's levels to this.
This might be the best story I've ever heard.
yes. Honestly, like I hope
Listen,
you know
when you
that
said
I'm gonna
poetry, you
tell-
said, I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now this is cool as shit.
Yeah.
So your poetry is not see. Look,
So let's go. What happened after this?
Nothing, man. I got back in the boat. I'm bleeding, like it's not stopping, and I'm there, and we go back, and my buddy's like, dude, like let's go. Like we're out there for hours, man.
Saw nothing.
And I know when you get back, these guys are gonna give you shit. We're just gonna give them $1, tell them to fuck off.
Yeah.
And they're just like, I was like, we can't go. I'm like, stop the fucking boat. And I'm there, like as he's
You were
pedaling,
dedicated.
I'm like putting blood in the water. Like obviously, like you shouldn't do this, right? But like you would think something would come up, even like a fish.
Well, I can tell you one thing: successful people are usually crazy, and that's got to be one of the craziest stories I've ever heard.
Yeah.
And this is not going to be the last time it's ever told. I'm going to tell you that.
Well,
personally.
yeah.
yeah, I never even knew this about like.
Yeah. Which one, the poem part or
No.
the poem?
The cutting yourself. Like that's,
There was people there with you.
Just my one buddy.
Wait, sorry. Did you ever attempt to do this again? Film fish?
No.
So that was the last one.
Hold up though. I will say we went to Mexico like a year or two ago, whatever.
Yeah.
And we went on one of those excursions where you can go like swimming and see the
They
corals.
take
and
you to the
scuba
fish.
diving.
I don't have to cut myself. They take you.
Yeah, so they bring you to the places.
Yeah.
And the girl there had like her GoPro. And like, you know how they always sell the pictures and like the video and the footage and stuff. Adam had his. He had his GoPro and he was down there and he was getting footage. He was like doing the whole thing, the whole 9 yards, whole time filming. We get out of the water and we had saw like sea turtles, stingrays.
That's
like,
awesome.
But it was sick. And we pull up his footage. And I'm like, dude, we got to buy the footage. And he's like, no, man, they're good. Like you could see everything. I'm like, dude, I'm buying the footage. So I spent $100 and whatever bucks.
Yeah.
I bought all the footage. He used all my footage, the one I bought, because his footage was just fucking god awful.
Yeah.
So thank God.
So you
this
never
didn't
killed
get
your
into that.
fucking self, and your fucking shit would have been shit anyways.
Well, Frank, you gotta look. This is the same. So I gave up on it, right? I come home, I patch myself up, and I'm like, it's not for me. It's not for me.
It's not for anybody.
No.
Well, you gotta. Listen, you have to think. I watched a video on YouTube at the time, and it was like a fucking montage of like this guy swimming with like cool shit and millions of views, and all he did was swim with cool shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, I didn't. Obviously, he's honest. He's at a place where it's like a marine in there, right? I was just in the middle of Cuba, and like I didn't.
fucking seaweed.
Yeah, I just thought
You
it was
could have
like.
just got like little fish, put them in a little bag in your pocket. Like, I went to Cuba. Yeah, no, I went to Cuba. I was on the beach, and I wanted the fish to come around me. I was really so. I said, "What do I do?" So I waited. I got a fish. I put this fish, obviously, put in my pocket, and then I walked in, and I said, "What gets bigger fish? Smaller." So I just waited with the set, and then I had fish start circling in my pocket.
Oh,
It
wow.
never once crossed my mind to slit myself.
Yeah,
Right?
no.
I mean,
What we did, like what my nonno taught me, like when we go to Italy as a kid, he would get like a jar
Yeah.
and he'd put like cheese grades on it for like the Parmigiano, and we put a jar in it, and then the little fish would go in and you'd catch them, right? And then like on our beach, it's all like pebble stones and like rocks and stuff, right? So you have the fish there in the jar, and you would hit the sand, right? And all the pebbles would come up, and you just see fish. It would attract the fish, right? They'd all come around.
See, I didn't.
But not to the extent of cutting myself open to
Yeah,
catch some
see, I
fish. We
didn't-
just use some Parmesan cheese.
As you can see, like
hold on, to
two
be fair.
stories that relating with fish.
Yeah.
No one ever resorted to blood out of their own
Well,
blood.
I started with bread.
never like voluntarily, yeah.
But
Like,
here's
I
the
mean-
thing. And now, if I told you, so I cut myself and I was in the water, would you guys think I would have found something?
No.
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 Really?
No.
Just because you have a paper cut doesn't mean you're
Oh,
gonna.
buddy, it ain't no paper cut. It was not a paper cut.
Now
I was
I'm kind of
Well, okay,
like,
how deep in the water were you?
steep, man.
This
Deep.
is getting this
Okay.
is getting concerning, bro.
We were out like fuck. I remember they chased us down with a boat,
Yeah.
like the catamaran.
Yeah.
And we were on our way back. They thought we were like lost. We paddled for a good, I want to say 35 to an hour.
That is so stupid.
Out.
on a paddle boat?
Yeah, man.
Like that is so stupid.
you couldn't see.
I can't see
Okay,
a
what
dolphin.
resort?
What if
What
a
kind
shark
of knife
could
were you
come?
using?
Oh fuck! I would have got footage.
And you would have been dead.
Yeah,
like a
but it would have been on video.
predator would have attacked because they think you're injured, but it wouldn't, even in the water there, it wouldn't be enough. But dolphin.
But there's also not sharks. Like there's not like big sharks in Cuba, right?
Yeah.
So I wasn't
didn't know that.
expecting, because it's really warm water. They don't swim in like really, really warm water.
They don't eat bread. So these
Maybe
guys
pigeons.
just drop breadcrumbs. They're like, we don't eat
We go
this.
to the
We're going to
park
stay
and
where
catch
they throw
pigeons.
steaks.
Yeah.
They would have brought a steak. Like a bloody steak.
That would have been smart.
Right?
And
And just,
don't even cook that right now.
Put it on a fishing
Save me
pole
the
and
time.
cast it out
yeah,
there.
I would have just gone with a bag, like one of those clear, and just, and just put a few bloody steaks tied
Well,
around my waist.
I
and
didn't
hit.
think I thought the bread would work, and I'm not
Yeah.
paddling an hour back to get steak. Because
What
my buddy was, it was a one-time gig with him. He thought this idea was stupid. So I didn't even show him.
It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
I didn't even show him my cup. I just,
Well, what do dolphins? So what do dolphins eat? Did you look at it after and try
I
to?
wonder
No,
if there's
I
like
just
sardines
knew-
and like small fish.
I
and
watched
stuff like that, no?
Jaws one time, and I knew
watched
they like
Jaws.
bled, man. So I just
So wait, what kind of knife did you use to cut yourself?
It wasn't even a knife. It was one of my GoPro cases broke.
Oh,
And
man,
it
it's full
was-
of plastic.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh
It was
my
like this
gosh, bro.
really, really sharp
Well, you're
plastic.
dedicated. I'll give you that.
And you know what's so funny? All I did was go like this.
I don't think there's anything funny about this.
And well, looking back at it, it was hilarious.
No, I say this honestly, dude.
It's
I
hilarious.
came here saying I've never been on a podcast.
Yeah.
I remember saying to my wife, "What am I going to say? I don't know." I said, this is the most interesting,
Yeah.
like one of the dumbest,
Yeah.
but most interesting things
Yeah.
I've ever heard.
Yeah.
He
Like,
did
I don't
like
know.
a compliment sandwich there, just so you know. Like,
Yeah.
so like he said it
No,
was
but it's just
interesting, but like stupid.
It's the thing.
no,
where,
but entertaining. Like
Yeah.
this
Yeah,
is
no,
one of the,
absolutely.
because I don't even know how to
like
process
you would
what
never,
you're
like
telling
you would
me.
never do that.
No,
Yeah.
no, I would.
no one who
I don't
would.
blame you. I don't blame
I'm
you.
just still trying to process.
Why I came
Like
to that.
first the bread, I said, okay, if I'm trying to catch a dolphin, I don't. Like I get ducks in the park, I'll throw bread, right? I'm thinking if I'm going to get a dolphin, I'm not going to throw bread.
But I didn't want a fish.
Then the blood in the bread, I'm thinking, I don't know, like I don't even know what to make of it. It's
You
an
would-
awesome story.
You would think something would come. Like something.
Did you?
I don't know, man.
Did your buddy take a video of you cutting yourself, throwing
No,
slices?
he didn't
Because
know.
that alone would have been a good video.
It would
Yeah,
have.
that would
It
have
would
been a
have.
video.
Never
That
mind the
would've been
fish.
viral.
I don't think anybody would have cared about the dolphin at this point. Just
Just
watching
Trying to
you
catch dolphin footage
this guy
with
in
bread
cutting himself throwing
from Emily
bread.
Bakery.
Yeah.
But you know it's cool. I have a funny story. Like I'll say, like I have a bucket list of stuff.
Yeah.
People think it's crazy. I think I told Dom this. Like on my bucket list, one of the top things, I want to go to Australia and box a kangaroo.
Oh yeah.
No, I don't think people. Have you ever seen a kangaroo
They
box?
square up
Dude,
with you.
it's
Yeah.
I find it
Hilarious.
funny.
Do you
I
know
find
when
it
they're
funny.
young, they train? They're like Muay Thai fighters. They kick. So they actually
Kangaroos.
they teach the young. They kick and hit. They
didn't
train
know
to
that.
fight. I watched a video once of a guy's dog. I don't know if you've seen it. And the dog went. The kangaroo was attacking. The guy went up and gave. And the
Yes, I
kangaroo
have seen-
squared up.
Yeah.
Yes. And the guy punched it.
Yeah, but if you
Yeah.
look at the kangaroo actually has a fight stance and will square up.
Yeah.
So they train to fight like a fighter would. So I have this thing. I would literally jump on a flight
to go fight a
till I
kangaroo.
found, but it had to be a big one. I need a fair fight. I want the biggest one in the yard,
The
right?
king kangaroo.
I want it like that. He just got out of the gym and he just benched 425. Like I want a beast.
Yeah.
I just
told
want
him
to
we'll build
line
an
up.
octagon and
I
we'll
want to
bring a
hit. I
kangaroo
want to
in.
throw a
that'd
few
be
shots
crazy.
and shots in after like pose. Respect. Like I know that's crazy
Oh,
story, right? I wouldn't throw bread and cut my arm to get him to come there, right?
Hey, come on, come fast.
I'd research what do kangaroos eat. You know, I'm not gonna do that, but that's my funny story.
Yeah.
I just think they're cool. Like I would love
Start
to
a
do it.
league. Imagine like kangaroos boxing against each other.
But not to hurt the kangaroo. I respectfully, I would look
That
him in
would
the
be
eyes
pretty
and let
cool.
him
That
know
would be,
we're
But
about
that
to
would be
go,
some
right?
animal
Yeah.
cruelty stuff.
I would
that
never hurt an
would not
animal.
go well.
Yeah.
Respectfully
No.
to show it the respect because they do it. So I think that's a funny. Yours is just batshit crazy, dude. But
I just want to know, do you have the
It's
footage
fun,
for any of
though.
this?
I have the honestly, I probably do, but I don't have the footage. Like, it's not like I exaggerate the story a little bit. It's not like I decided like fuck it. Like it was something where we were on this boat for a total of 6 hours.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's say an hour out, an hour back. So that's 2 gone, right? So we're on this thing for 4 hours sitting. And the first hour is us just waiting.
Yeah.
All right, we throw a bunch of bread, and the stupidity between both of us is insane. So my one buddy is very, very dumb as well. Okay, so he goes, maybe we're not deep enough. I go, true.
Yeah.
So we fucking paddle even farther.
Yeah.
So I basically think we're in Florida at this point. I don't even think we're in Cuba at this point. That's how far I thought we were out. Like you can't see nothing. We had nothing on us. We had GoPros and
bread.
Yeah.
At least you could eat if you got hungry a little bit. You know, at least you got a nice panino.
I threw everything. I threw every
You
last
didn't even
bread.
take a bite of the bread?
No, man. I said
no.
I'm getting footage. We probably had 9 slices of bread wrapped up.
Are we talking about like Wonder Bread, or are we talking about like
no? You know the bread that they have at the
like the little dinner rolls?
No, they're the
Sliced toast.
not toast. It's like the anyways.
So
They're,
who cares?
Yeah.
The bread is the
the
least.
bread's God.
The least of the issue
The
here.
bread's God.
It
So
tells me
we
a baguette, who
throw
cares?
2. We throw 2, and 2 doesn't do anything. So we throw 3. They throw 4, and I'm like, dude, this isn't. Like, fish got to smell this 100%. My buddy goes, maybe we're not deep enough. I go, fuck, this guy's onto something. So we go fucking deeper. We throw another 4. We got like 1 bread left at this point or something. And we just throw it in and nothing. And we're sitting and waiting, and maybe it takes time.
Yeah.
So my buddy's like just so pissed. He's like, dude, let's go. It's just like, I don't even know where we are. Like, we didn't even think about like the way back. And also another thing that is we were paddling back against the current.
Yeah.
So it's even harder to paddle back than it is.
Especially
yeah,
one of your
it
arms
sucks.
is now cut open.
Yeah.
You're tying one arm and going in a fucking
Lost
circle.
Probably a
blood.
fucking heat stroke.
Yeah, you're going in a circle
So-
now, one arm.
We just anyways, we're stuck, and we start paddling back slowly.
Yeah.
And it's like hard. I'm like, holy fuck, this is a problem. And anyways, I go, fuck this. I so stop. I gotta go in. I didn't come all this far. So I open my case for the stuff, and there's this plastic. It's like I broke the case for it. It's just this thin plastic,
Yeah.
and it's really sharp. And what happened is when I opened it, I cut myself. And
I said, so this is fucking genius.
I said to myself, I was like, oh fuck, they like blood.
Yeah.
So I start with a little bit,
Yeah.
and then maybe 20 minutes later, I just fucking, and my arm is in the water, and I'm bleeding.
Yeah.
And I go, something has to come, right? I'm there with my fucking camera, like fucking, and nothing.
Yeah.
Anyways, nothing comes. And on our way back, the Cubans come with their catamaran. They're like, what do you got? Me go like, are you guys crazy?
Yeah, this
And my
guy's nuts.
fucking arms bleeding.
Bro, I hate to see you in marine land. You stand in front of the dolphin tank. This guy's got his arm with blood leaking into the tank. You got to pay his.
Can I get a photo with you?
You must have got thrown out of there every time you went. I'm surprised those fish now don't have your arm in that tank.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful fish.
No, because
That
he can get footage if you want.
Yeah, that's easy footage. I
Does
don't
this
need
thing
that.
eat bread?
No, probably not.
Probably not.
He
What
doesn't
is
even eat
that?
those fish.
Does anyone
in
got
there.
a slice of bread?
We'll test
I'm
it
thinking
out.
right now, dude. There's a
What'd you say the
little,
fish
a little
was called
lemon and
again?
pepper right now.
What was the name of it?
Arowana.
Arowana.
Oh fuck!
Yeah.
I used
I'd
to have a
pray for-
piranha.
Yeah, really?
I love that thing, man.
Don't get
We used to
me
feed
started.
it goldfish.
Those things are sick.
Yeah, it was
Well, you
awesome.
should be freeing the bread, bro.
Yeah.
Try bread.
Yeah. Well, now you gotta
Or
have
your
a
finger.
story, dude. We know now the poetry, and then
Yeah.
Yeah, Lorna, what's your story?
Is this gonna be on YouTube?
This is
Is
gonna
this
be on
on
YouTube,
YouTube?
100%.
Everybody on YouTube, leave a comment if you know how to attract dolphins.
Well, I'll tell you that because I'm a little bit of a fisherman. You could have chummed the water, so they use a bunch of like fish and fish guts and stuff like that.
But blood would work.
Yeah, well, chum. It's called chum.
Yeah.
You chum the
Fish.
waters. That's what they do.
Yeah,
They chum
yeah,
the
I
water.
don't know.
Fish in
To
their
attract
blood.
fish.
Yeah.
And a good amount of it, right?
Yeah.
Not like a little cut in your arm.
But I know that
In a fucking giant ocean
I
in the middle
know
of it.
I know sharks can smell blood up to like God knows how far away though.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
bro, it's
but-
gotta like think about how much blood is
Not
in the
that
ocean.
much.
You also
They're
gotta
like,
think
oh,
about,
fucking,
like,
oh, I smell Adam's blood. I'm going there.
Well, that was what I was hoping, right?
yeah.
How much water there is in the world? Like the world.
Not that much. Yeah, there's no way.
No, there's
Yeah.
more water in the world than land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like who knows where
You'd
that
have
shark
been
is.
better
It's-
off going in the water and just flap your arms
Yeah,
and just
exactly.
splash, and then they see a target.
No, but their nose is better than their sight. They're like blind.
Yeah, but that's you. Listen, it's that little. I don't even know what to say.
I don't know what we're talking
I'm
about
so-
anymore.
I'm picturing it. And
I'm laughing a little bit.
I honestly,
fuck.
I've heard everything. I thought I did.
Yeah.
I haven't heard.
Is it really like?
Hey, you learn something new every day, or else it's a day
No,
wasted.
I
Right?
hear some every day, and I just say that that's the dumbest thing I ever heard.
Yeah.
I can say now, this is probably the
That
dumbest.
can't be number one. It can't be
It's gotta
number
up
one.
there. I didn't know
It's-
this about you.
Really?
I'm looking at you a little bit differently now.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, it's one thing if you had told me you cut your arm by accident, and then you're like,
Well,
you know
I did
what?
initially.
Yeah, that's my point.
Yeah.
If you stopped there and I say, okay, and you
Oh,
said,
no.
maybe let me try.
That was the start.
But then
My
to
story
keep-
would have been like pumpkin smashing, like normal things, like on Halloween.
Yeah.
You go and smash some pumpkins.
Yeah.
No, I don't know about feeding bread to fish.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Well.
yeah,
I'm gonna
that's-
tell that story tonight. Guys, how was the podcast? Well, Adam
fucking
was
idiot.
cutting himself and throwing bread at
I
dolphins.
think it's a mix of starting with the poetry and then ending with the fish and slicing.
That is a crazy mixture.
I don't know how we got there because I was asking
Yeah.
about the poetry and somehow you're telling me about when you
I don't know how we got there.
from your fish and now you want to take pictures of dolphins. So I don't know how we got there with the poetry.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know. I know us. He's talking about putting stickers on glass, and I'm talking about they come
Yes.
to the door,
Yes.
and then poetry, and you're telling me about the fish.
Yeah,
so
we're
I'm trying to
talking
think how we
yeah.
got there.
Well-
I'm happy we did.
Well,
Because I can't wait to go tell my wife. As soon as I get in the car, I'm going to say, you can't believe the shit this guy said. I'm going to tell you a story, and she's going to think I'm making it up.
she might get it.
No,
might be
she
a-
won't. No.
There's no one that's gonna be
I need
supporting
someone
you.
on my side. Guys, please
man.
comment if someone's on my side for respecting the dedication it took to try to find some fish. Because there's people out there that could be
Everybody.
like, you know what? He didn't find it. It's stupid, but
Yeah.
they see the vision. Because you got to think of it like I myself, I thought, well, I mean, at the time, yeah, it's
What if you
insane.
passed out from the loss of blood and you can't paddle back and you're that far out?
Yeah, I didn't think
Yeah,
of
that
that.
was a dangerous scenario. What if the tide changed? What if the water changed? There was like 40-foot waves. You guys are on a little
What
plastic
if a
paddle
shark
boat.
actually showed
What
up?
if a shark did come
Yeah,
while your arm was
How
in?
about
Yeah.
that? Like, what
I
if,
see. I didn't
like, what about the part where you were
See,
trying to get on video? Like, what the shark
the-
coming to see you? Like,
the funny part about it is I'm scared of sharks. So if a shark
Yeah,
actually,
sure, everybody is.
yeah, so if a shark actually came, I probably would have just got out of the water anyway. So
Yeah, I don't think you would have took that
no,
photo.
I would have took the photo anyway.
So you would have got him in, you got him there. It's like you got the girl in, she's on one wall at the dance, you're the other. You finally get the balls to get center.
Yeah.
She comes and then you just take off.
Yeah.
That's basically what would happen.
So yes, and I'm injured.
I'm injured.
And you're injured,
And
yeah.
I'm injured. Yeah.
I don't know, that's cool. You got to tell us something.
Yeah. Now we
Dude,
gotta hear something.
whatever it is, I can't top that. That is just. I didn't know that about him. That
Yeah.
was the first I ever heard that.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah, I didn't
Wow.
know that, man.
Oh, yeah.
It's not a normal thing.
Like, that's dedication. Like,
No.
do you have a girlfriend? Are
I
you
do.
married?
Yeah.
I can't. I'm scared to ask what you did to get her to give you her number. Like, I don't know. Like,
That's a good one, actually.
right? Like, I don't know. What'd you do? Did you like shoot yourself out a canyon into like,
watch this.
tie yourself on a train track and wait with a heart?
It's just,
Like, I'm trying to think. Throw bread. Like, hey, what do you say? Leave breadcrumbs outside her workplace, like crumbs until you got to her desk, and then a little blood on her chair.
You know what? It's funny because no, I don't think it is anything similar
Does
to
she
that.
know this story?
No way.
No.
Well, she'll know now.
I don't think
No
so.
way.
You know what? I think she does, but she doesn't know I think I told her the story, but I told her what happened is I cut my hand when I opened it. And I was like, let me put a little, like I downplayed, like, let me put a little blood in there, like as a joke. Let me put
So
a
you've
little.
been on vacation with her, all-inclusive resort?
Yeah.
So when you guys hit table, does she move the knives
Yeah.
and the bread just in case?
Just in case I get that itch
Single
to
right after
get.
this episode drops.
Yeah, it's just, holy shit.
Oh, that is. No, that's
was
hilarious.
yeah, I don't know. I love it's.
Yeah, I
pretty
don't
funny.
think we could top that. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think that'll wrap it up. Because
Yeah.
that was fucked. I did not.
yeah.
I'm still like I'm still
up?
processing. I feel a little bit.
Yeah. Well, listen, man.
I don't know if it's like a concern or if it's just so fucked
I think
up.
it's
or
just dedication.
No, I don't. I that's not what comes to my head.
No,
I
I
think
thought
it's like-
you can look
like-
at it in the aspect of
No,
this guy's dedicated.
I think I look at it as this guy is actually so stupid.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Wait, how old were you when you did it?
I think it was like 15 or something.
It's still stupid.
Yeah, it's not pretty stupid.
It's listening your way.
Yeah.
It's still stupid.
I think a very dumb thing I've done I'm
See what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
It's
but
not. It's not even. So, it's just so.
random.
Yeah,
It's random.
it's kind of. If you had just said I just cut the arm, but I was throwing like meat. I think it's when you start with the bread. I'm just picturing. I think I'm picturing the bread. I'm thinking this guy with his arm bleeding
Wait, hold on.
and a family of ducks. Right? He's looking for a shark, and there's a mother duck with the kids. And
At least he would have got some footage if the ducks
I would have been upset.
Right?
I'm not going that hard for ducks.
I think the dolphins were there, and they probably were thinking, because they're very intelligent, saying, this guy's throwing fucking bread.
Maybe
And
they
then they
laughed.
look, and this poor guy's hurt and felt bad.
Maybe they
You
were on
think so?
a podcast talking about it.
Yeah, maybe they have their own.
No, because I think they want to attack like a predator wants to attack prey, something injured and hurt. I think they just, this guy's just dumb. They just they don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Like it's, I don't know how funny,
Even
but
the
it's
fish
just
were fucking. Their minds were fucked. They were like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
I don't even know, dude. Honestly, there's like St. Pierre shit and football. I want to talk about. I can't get off this topic.
It's
It's like the craziest. Did you write a poem about it?
no, not
should.
that. No.
That would
you
go
should.
viral.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Maybe you should.
You
man.
literally after this, if people when they see you should
It's got to be fresh in your head.
do write a poem about it
Yeah.
and put it up. Like everybody will say to someone, "I got to tell you a story."
Yeah.
This thing will go worldwide.
You know what the crazy part about it is? After I got, I'll finish it up here because I don't want to touch into this anymore. But after
I feel like it's gonna get worse.
no. After I got out, so my buddy didn't know. Remember I said my buddy didn't know.
Yeah.
So he gets up and we're both pedaling back, and I'm dripping on the boat.
Yeah.
He goes, "Holy fuck, dude, your arm! What the fuck happened?"
Yeah.
I go, "I don't know. Must have been something big down there." And just kind of played it off. Like I got.
You didn't want to tell him you cut yourself to attract the fish.
No, so I played it off like, I don't know. I was like, it must have been like the something under the boat or something. Or I was like, oh, I don't know. Maybe I caught something on my
Ty
camera.
doesn't know this.
Ty doesn't know this. No.
Well, he will now.
No. Well, yeah.
You know what happened
Now
that day.
now he might
I
know.
tell you, anytime I go fishing for the rest of my life,
I'm
will
a
think
fisherman
about
too.
you.
I'm gonna be scarred now.
Probably anytime I have bread.
You
I
know
will
what?
think about
I'm gonna
this
test
story.
the theory for you because I feel a little bit bad. Next time I go fishing out on Simcoe on the boat,
Yeah.
I'm gonna put some bread on the hook, and I'll let you know if I catch a fish. Okay?
Please
I'll
don't
go
let him
fishing
know.
with Dom, man. If the bread doesn't work, I'm gonna throw Dom in
me
the
and Frank
water.
are going, yeah.
Guys, please don't support this. Please.
I'm just gonna
cut him.
punch him in the nose,
Yeah.
get over, and then
Yeah.
toss him. I'm gonna toss him in the water.
He'll use me by my feet just to
I don't
stir it
mind
up.
his
I
ankle.
guarantee you'll get something.
Yeah, you
How
did
can
it.
you
So-
guarantee
yeah,
this?
you did it.
Well,
I
I
don't know.
didn't.
Actually, we'll put Frank in the water because Frank's a lot stronger. So just in case a shark does come, at least he can fight it. Because I
Yeah,
believe
it's true.
I just try
Frank
to
can fight
catch
the
it.
shark.
I just
true.
try to catch him by your hands.
Yeah, we'll
I'm
try to
gonna
catch
eat
it.
the bread myself and just lose
Yeah,
my.
in the water.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
eat
say,
the
like,
bread.
don't waste the panino because I need to put some supersata in there and call it a day. Like, I'm hungry.
That's amazing.
Oh,
man.
fuck.
Oh my god!
Yeah, that
All
was
right,
good.
guys. Where can everyone find you guys on social media or your website? Where do they reach?
Yeah,
you?
so we're at www.fortress1safe.com. Instagram handle is fortress.inc. They can check us out there.
Yeah, we're at Home Invasion Protection, Instagram and website.
Well, thank you.
No problem, guys.
Thank you for having us. That
was
was just
awesome.